أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد. Bangsamoro Action Against Injustices, Mindanao, Philippines, 16th of October 2023 Manifesto. Declaring our unwavering support to the Palestine who have continuously been suffering for many decades unbearable oppression, but far bitter, massive and painful more than ever since this past few days till now, under the hands of arrogant terrorists, murderer, barbaric extremists, and inhuman Zionist Israelis who consider Palestinians human animals. As member of the Muslim Ummah and caring communities of Mindanao, we universally and ardently call the attention and appeal to the conscience of the United Nations, European nations, and United States to immediately halt the intensified Zionist-Israeli military attacks on Gaza using weapons of mass destruction that have been brutally killing hundreds of innocent civilians, children, women, and elderly, and wounding thousands of Palestinians, and completely destroying hospitals, schools, and residential buildings, a war crime against humanity. We also strongly call the United Nations, the United States, and the Great Britain to put to end the longest and endless Zionist Israel's occupation of the Palestine since November 21, 1947, when Jewish state was established through UN Resolution 181. Restore the peace and security in the Palestine land so that the Palestinians who are innocents and original inhabitants in this occupied land can live a normal life as human beings endowed with basic rights to life, dignity, and liberty like the rest of other nations in the world. And above all, uphold the fundamental human rights to be universally protected under the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights, which was proclaimed by the United Nations General Assembly in Paris on 10th December 1948. The international humanitarian law under the four Geneva Conventions of 1949, which apply to armed conflict that restrict the use and methods of warfare, protects civilians, prohibits the inflictions of unceasing suffering, and promotes the principle of humanity and the right to self-determination provided under the International Convention of Civil and Political Rights, which by virtue of that right, all people can live freely, determine their political status, pursue their economic, social, and cultural development. It further declares that the state parties to the covenant shall promote the realization of right to self-determination and shall respect that right. We vehemently demand the Zionist Israelis who are responsible for the protracted Israeli military operations and illegal occupation of the Palestine, especially Masjid al-Aqsa, as well as the recent used missile attacks on Gaza since last week that devastated and ruined the lives of the innocent Palestinians as grave violation of human rights against humanity. We jointly protest the Zionist Israelis food and water blockade and the cutting of electric supply to the Palestinians in Gaza as inhuman and barbaric act, apparently a violation of the fundamental human right to life and survival, therefore condemnable at the highest degree. Zionist Israelis must allow the passage and entry of humanitarian interventions from the diverse nations across the globe, especially UN-based humanitarian organizations, to deliver relief goods and medical assistance to the huge number of starving and wounded civilians. Finally, to our Muslim and all peace-loving people all around the globe who firmly believe in the universality of the Muslim Ummah and humanity, we call upon you to hold on as one body and show support to our oppressed Palestinian brothers and sisters through solidarity, protest, humanitarian intervention, and by extending our prayers to their survival, peace, liberty, and freedom, and so is the preservation of Masjid al-Aqsa for the Muslims, Christians, and even for the Jews as common holy place. We, as members of the Muslim Ummah and all peace-loving people of the world, are once again undergoing a difficult testing of saving our brothers and sisters in Palestine who are being slaughtered in their own homeland by the Zionist Israelis. We heartily appeal, be united with one voice, disregarding racial differences or geographic and political boundaries, and to faithfully perform our duty and obligation for a free Palestine. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! حركة بنسامورو ضد الظلم مينداناو الفلبين البيان الرسمي. نعلن دعمنا الثابت لشعب فلسطين المظلوم الذي عانى عقودا عديدة من الزمن ويعاني باستمرار حتى الآن بسبب العدوان اللا إنساني والعبثي للقوات الإسرائيلية تحت قيادة زعيمها منتهك لحقوق الإنسان نتنياهو. إننا بصفتنا عضوا في الأمة الإسلامية في هذا الجزء من العالم القائم على المبادئ الإسلامية وسنة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم، فإننا نلفت انتباه الأمم المتحدة والدول الأوروبية والولايات المتحدة بشكل عام، ونناشد ضمير هؤلاء أن يوقفوا فورا الهجمات العسكرية الإسرائيلية الصاروخية المكثفة على غزة التي قتلت بوحشية مئات المدنيين الأبرياء من الأطفال والنساء وكبار السن، وجرحت آلاف الفلسطينيين، ودمرت بالكامل المستشفيات والمدارس والمباني السكنية التي هي حقوق الإنسان الأساسية لكل إنسان بغض النظر عن العرق والوضع والدين. كما ندعو بقوة الأمم المتحدة والولايات المتحدة وبريطانيا العظمى إلى إنهاء الاحتلال العسكري الإسرائيلي المطول الذي لا نهاية له لفلسطين منذ 21 نوفمبر 1947 عندما تأسست الدولة اليهودية بموجب قرار الأمم